are at stage 2, paragraph page 119.
Okay.
119. Okay. And our last headword was evening, newer type of lesson. Okay. So let's start with our revision. Ready?
Okay.
Okay,
Ready.
here we go. First question. Tell me the names of the days of the week. Tell me the names of the days of the week, please. The names
The
of the
names
days
of the
of the week
days of the
are
week
Monday,
are
Tuesday,
Monday,
Wednesday,
Tuesday,
Thursday,
Wednesday,
Friday,
Thursday, Friday,
Saturday, and
Saturday, and Sunday.
well, what do we call Saturday and Sunday? What do we call Saturday and Sunday? We
We
call
call
Saturday and
Saturday and
Sunday the
Sunday
weekend.
the weekend.
Wait, what's today? What's today? Today's
Today's
Tuesday.
Monday. Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yes,
Very good.
Tuesday.
I was confused. Okay. What was yesterday? What was yesterday? Yesterday was
Was Monday.
Monday. What will tomorrow be? What will tomorrow be?
Tomorrow will be Wednesday.
Very good. What will the day after tomorrow be? What will the day
The
after
day
tomorrow be?
the
The
day
day
after
after
tomorrow will
will
be
be.
Thursday.
What was the day before yesterday? What was the day before yesterday? The
The
day
day before
before
yesterday
yesterday
was
was Sunday.
Saturday, Sunday.
Sunday. Very good. Do you want to break your pen? Do you want to break your pen? No,
No,
I
I
don't
don't want
want
to
to
break
break
a
my
pen.
pen. Very good. Do you want to break the window? Do you want to break the window? No, I
No, I
don't
don't
want
want
to
to
break
break
the
the
window.
window.
Do you want anything to eat at the moment? Do you want anything to eat at the moment? Yes or no?
Yes,
I want something to eat
I want something to
at
eat
the
at the
moment.
moment.
Do you want anything to drink at the moment? Do you want anything to drink at the moment? Yes or no?
No,
I don't
I
want
don't
anything to
want
drink
anything
at
to
the
drink
moment.
at the moment.
Very good. Do you have anything in your pocket? Do you have anything in your pocket? Yes or no?
Yes,
I have
I have
something in my
something
pocket.
in my pocket.
Very good. What do they have on their feet? What do they have on their feet? They have shoes
They have
on their feet.
shoes on their feet.
Do you have any relatives in your town? Do you have any relatives in your town? Yes or no?
Yes,
I
I
have
have
some relatives
some
in my
relatives
town.
in my town.
Very good. At what time does the lesson begin? At what time does the lesson begin? The lesson
The
begins
lesson
at
begins at
9
9 o'clock
a.m., 9 o'clock in the morning.
in the morning.
At what time does the lesson end? At what time does the lesson end? The lesson ends
The
at
lesson ends at 25 past 9.
minutes, 25 minutes
25 minutes
past
past
9.
9.
Very good. How long does the lesson last? How long does the lesson last? The lesson
The
lasts
lesson lasts
25 minutes.
25 minutes.
Very good. Is this pen expensive? Is this pen expensive? No, that
No,
pen isn't
the
expensive.
this pen, that
One more.
pen,
No, that
huh?
pen
No, that pen
isn't.
isn't expensive.
It's cheap.
It's cheap.
Is a Rolls Royce cheap? Is a Rolls Royce cheap? No, a Rolls
No, a
Royce
Rolls
isn't cheap.
Royce isn't
It's
cheap. It's
expensive.
expensive.
Is my handkerchief expensive? Is my handkerchief expensive? No, your
No, your
handkerchief isn't
handkerchief
expensive.
isn't
It's
expensive.
cheap.
It's cheap.
Very good. Next, which person in your family reads the fewest books? Which person in your family reads the fewest books?
My father
Is the person
is a
in my
person
family
in my
who
family
reads the
who
fewest
reads
books.
the fewest books.
Very good. Of these three countries, Germany, France, and Greece, has Greece got the most people? Of these three countries, Germany,
Um,
France, and Greece, has Greece got the most people? No,
of these three, no,
no. Of those
no,
three
of
countries,
those three
Greece
countries,
hasn't got
Greece
the
hasn't
most
got
people.
most
It's got
people.
the
It's
fewest
got
people.
the fewest people.
About how many rooms are there in your building? About how many rooms are there in your building? There are about
There are about 20 rooms
in my
in my building.
where it is your building high? Is your building high? Yes or no?
Yes,
My
my
building
building is
is high.
high.
Very good. Okay. Next, what part of the box is this? What part of the box is this? It's the inside
It's
of the
the
box.
inside of the box.
What part of the box is this? What part of the box is this? It's the
It's the
outside
outside
of the box.
of the box.
Well, what can you see outside your window? What can you see outside your window? I can see
I can
some
see
buildings.
buildings
Some buildings.
outside,
One
some
more.
buildings
I can
outside the
see
window.
some buildings
Some buildings.
Outside my window.
Outside my window.
Very good. Are we sitting outside in the corridor? Are we sitting outside in the corridor? No, we
No,
aren't
we
sitting
aren't
outside
sitting
in the
outside
corridor.
in the
We're
corridor.
sitting inside
We are
the
sitting
classroom.
inside the
The classroom.
classroom.
Is there any food inside our stomachs after eating? Is there any food inside our stomachs after eating? Yes,
Yes,
there's some
there
food
is some food
inside our stomachs
inside our
after
stomach
eating.
after eating.
Very good. What's the plural of ah? What's the plural of ah? The plural of ah
The
is
plural of
some.
a is some.
What's the plural of a book? What's the plural of a book? The plural of a
The
book
plural of a
is
book
some
is
books.
some books.
Very good. What can you see in this classroom? What can you see in this classroom? I can see
I
some
can
books,
see some books,
some
some
chairs,
chairs,
a table.
some a table,
Very good. Some pictures,
some pictures,
a
a
clock,
clock,
etc. In that
etc.
classroom.
in that classroom.
Well, have I got a thumb on my left hand? Have I got a thumb on my left hand? Yes,
Yes,
you've got a
you've
thumb
got a thumb
on your left hand.
on your left hand.
Have I got any fingers on my left hand? Have I got any fingers on my left hand? Yes, you've
Yes,
got
you
some
you've
fingers
got some
on
fingers
your left
on
hand.
your left hand.
Can you hear well? Can you hear well? Yes, I
Yes,
can
I
hear.
can hear well.
Can you see well? Can you see well? Yes,
Yes,
I
I
can.
can see well.
Can you speak Japanese well? Can you speak Japanese well? Yes or no?
Yes, I can speak Japanese well.
Very good. Do you like the smell of flowers? Do you like the smell of flowers? Yes or no?
Yes, I like the smell of flowers.
Have you got any plants at home? Have you got any plants at home? Yes or no?
Yes,
I've
I
got some plants
I've got some
at
plants
home.
at home.
Very good. Next, whose book's this? Whose book's this? It's your book.
It's your book.
Where whose hand's that? Whose hand's that? It's her hand.
It's her hand.
Who suits that? Who suits that? It's Mr.
It's
Brown's
Mr.
suit.
Brown's suit.
Very good. Do children generally love going to school? Do children generally love going to school? No.
No,
Children don't generally
children
love
don't generally
going to
love
school.
going to
They
school.
generally hate
They generally
going
hate
to
going
school.
to school.
Not everybody. Okay. Do children hate their mothers? Do children hate their mothers? No. Children
No,
don't hate their
children don't
mothers.
hate their
They
mothers.
love their
They
mothers.
love their mothers.
Do you love eating bad food? Do you love eating bad food? No, I
No,
don't
I
love
don't love
eating.
eating bad
I
food.
hate eating bad food.
I hate eating bad food.
Do you hate all food? Do you hate all food? No, I don't
No,
hate
I
all
don't
food.
hate all
Some
food.
I hate
Some I
and
hate,
some I
some I
love.
love.
Very good. Tell me the names of the three meals that people generally eat a day. Tell me the names of the three meals that people generally eat a day. The
The
names of
names
the
of
three
the three
meals that
meals
people generally
that
eat a
people
day
generally
are
eat a
breakfast,
day are
lunch, and
breakfast,
dinner.
lunch, and dinner.
What time do you have your breakfast? What time do you have your breakfast? I have
I
my
have my
breakfast at
breakfast at 7.
early. What time do you have your lunch? What time do you have your lunch? I have my
I
lunch
have
at.
my lunch at 12.
What time do you eat dinner? What time does your dinner begin? What time does your dinner begin? My dinner
My
begins
dinner
at.
begins at 8 p.m.
Very good. What time does your dinner end? What time does your dinner end? My dinner
My
ends at.
dinner ends at 9.
Very good. How long does your dinner last? How long does your dinner last? My dinner
My
lasts
dinner
1
lasts
hour.
1 hour.
Very good. And that's the end of our revision. Let's have new work. Very good.
Mm.
Very fast. Okay, so repeat. Plate.
Break.
One more. Plate.
A plate. Bowl.
Bowl. Knife.
Knife.
Fork.
Fork.
Spoon.
Spoon.
Chopsticks.
Chopsticks.
Very good. Okay, listen. We eat our food from a plate or a bowl. We eat our food with a knife, fork, and spoon, or with chopsticks. Very good. Let's practice. What do we eat our food from? What do we eat our food from? We eat
We
our
eat
food
our
from a
food
plate or a
from a
bowl.
plate or a bowl.
What do we eat our food with? What do we eat our food with? We eat our
We
food
eat
with
our
a
food
knife,
with a knife,
fork, and spoon,
fork, and spoon,
or with chopsticks.
or with chopsticks.
Very good. Okay, next repeat. Many, more than, the most.
Many, more than, the most.
Few, fewer than, the fewest.
Few, fewer than, fewest.
Much, more than, the most.
Much more than, the most.
Very good. Little, less than, the least.
Little less than, the least.
Exception,
Exception.
quantity,
Quantity.
singular.
Singular.
Very good. Singular means one. Okay, listen. Many and much have the same meaning, but we use the word many with things that we can count. Okay, things that we
Mm,
can count. For example, we can count pens. So we say one pen, two pens, three pens. We can count
mm,
books. We can count chairs. Generally, the things we can count have the letter S at the end when we make the plural.
mm,
People is plural. It's an exception. It has no S, but it is plural, and we
mm,
say many with it because we can count people. For
mhm,
example, there are many people in my town. Okay, we use the word much with things we cannot count. For example, we cannot count water or sugar. We cannot say
mm,
one water, two waters, or one sugar, two sugars. These things are singular quantity and have no S.
mhm,
Money is an exception. We can count money, but we do not say one money, two money. We say 1 pound, 2 pound, 1 yen, 2 yen, like that.
mm.
Let's practice.
Okay.
What's the difference between many and much? What's the difference between many and much? The difference
The
between
difference
many and
between
much
many
is
and
that
much
we
is
use
that
many
we
with
use
things we
many
can count,
with things we can
and
count,
much with
and
things
much
we
with
can't count, and much with
and
things
much with things
we
we
can't.
can't count.
Very good. Okay. Give me a sentence with the word many in it. Give me a sentence with the word many in it, please. There are many cars
There are
in a
many
large city.
colors in a large city.
Give me a sentence with the word much in it. Give me a sentence with the word much in it. I do not put much sugar
I don't put much
in
sugar
my tea.
in my tea.
Or coffee. Very good. I like coffee also. Okay, listen. Few and little also have the same meaning. Again, we use few with things we can count and little with things we cannot count. Let's practice. What's the difference between few and little? What's the difference between few and little? The difference
The
between
difference
few
between
and
few
little
and
is that
little
we
is
use
that
few
we
with
use
things
few
we can
with
count
things we can
and
count
little with
and
things
little with
we can't
things we
count.
can't count.
Give me a sentence with few in it. Give me a sentence with the word few in it, please. There are few tables
There are few
in this school.
tables in this school.
Give me a sentence with the word little in it. Give me a sentence with the word little in it, please. I drink little milk.
I drink little milk.
Very good. Next, repeat. Many, few.
Many. Okay.
Very good. Okay. Listen, many and few are pronouns. For example, there are many pictures. There aren't many pictures on this wall. There are few pictures on this wall. Let's practice. Are there many pictures on these walls? Are there many pictures on these walls? No, there
No,
aren't
there
many
aren't
pictures
many
on those
pictures
walls.
on those
There
walls.
are few pictures
There are few
on those
pictures
walls.
on those walls.
Are there few people in a large city? Are there few people in a large city? No, there
No,
aren't
there
few
aren't
people
few
in a large
people in
city.
a large
There
city.
are many
There
people
are many
in a
people
large
in a
city.
large city.
Very good. Next, repeat much,
Much,
little,
little,
a lot,
a lot,
salt,
salt,
pepper.
pepper.
Very good. Okay, listen, we can use the words much in questions and negative sentences. But in positive sentences, we generally use a lot of. For example,
Mm,
we do not say I eat much bread. We say I eat a lot of bread. Okay, let's
mm.
practice. Do you drink much water? Do you drink much water? Yes, I drink a lot of
Yes,
water.
I drink a lot of water.
Do you drink little water? Do you drink little water? No, I don't drink
No, I
little
don't
water.
drink
I
little
drink a
water.
lot of
I drink
water.
a lot of water.
Do you eat little bread? Do you eat little bread? No, I don't eat
No,
little bread.
I don't eat little
I
bread.
eat a lot of
I
bread.
eat a lot of bread.
Very good. Okay, do you eat much salt? Do you eat much salt? No, I don't
No,
eat
I
much
don't
salt.
eat much
I
salt.
eat little
I
salt.
eat little salt.
Do you put much pepper on your plate? Do you put much pepper on your plate? No, I don't
No,
put
I don't
much
put
pepper
much
on my
pepper
plate.
on my
I put
plate.
little
I
pepper
put little
on my
pepper
plate.
on my plate.
Very good. Next, repeat. Fewer than,
Fewer than,
less than,
less than,
bank.
bank.
Very good. Okay, listen. The difference between fewer than and less than is that we use fewer than with things we can count and less than with things we cannot count. For example, I have fewer thumbs than fingers. I drink less milk than water. Let's practice. What's the difference between fewer than and less than? What's the difference between fewer
The
than and less than? The
the
difference
difference
between fewer
between
than
fewer
and less
than
than
and
is
less
that
than is
we
that
use fewer
we
than
use
with
fewer
things
than
we can count
with things we can count
and less than
and
with
less
things
than with
we
things
can't count.
we can't count.
Give me a sentence with the words fewer than in it. Give me a sentence with the words fewer than in it, please. There are fewer pictures
There are fewer
in this
pictures
room
in
than
this room
chairs.
than chairs.
Give me a sentence with the word less than in it. Give me a sentence with the word less than in it, please. I eat less food
I eat less
than my
food
brother.
than my brother.
Where are there more people in Europe than in Asia? Are there more people in Europe than in Asia? No, there aren't
No,
more
there
people
aren't
in
more
Europe
people
than
in
in
Europe
Asia.
than in
There
Asia.
are fewer
There
people
are fewer
in
people
Europe than
in
in
Europe
Asia.
than in Asia.
Do you drink more milk than water? Do you drink more milk than water? No, I
No,
don't drink
I
more
don't
milk
drink
than
more
water.
milk than
I drink
water.
less milk than water.
I drink less milk
Than
than
water.
water.
Where have you got more money than the Bank of England? Have you got more money than the Bank of England? No, I haven't
No,
got
I
more
haven't
money
got more
than the Bank
money
of England.
than the Bank of
I've
England.
got less money
I've got less
than the
money
Bank of
than
England.
the Bank of England.
Do you eat more meat than bread? Do you eat more meat than bread? No, I don't
No,
eat
I
more
don't
meat
eat
than
more
bread.
meat than
I
bread.
eat less
I
meat
eat less meat
than bread.
than bread.
Very good. Next, repeat the fewest,
Fewest,
the least,
the least,
the one.
the one.
Very good. Okay, listen. The difference between the fewest and the least is the same as the difference between fewer than and less than. So it means we use the fewest with things we can count, whereas we use the least with things we cannot count. For example, of these three places, London, Cambridge, and Greenwich, Greenwich has the fewest buildings because we can count buildings. Of these three people, Mr. Brown, Mr. Smith, and Mr. Jones drinks the least coffee because we cannot count coffee. Let's
Mhm.
practice. What's the difference between the fewest and the least? What's the difference between the fewest and the least? The difference
The difference
between the
between the
fewest and the
fewest and
least
the
is
least
that we
is
use
that
the
we
fewest
use the
with things
fewest
we can
with
count,
things we can count,
whereas we use the
whereas
least
we use
with
the
things
least
we
with
can't
things
count.
we can't count.
Give me a sentence with the words the fewest in it. Give me a sentence with the words the fewest in it, please. In my family,
In my
my
family,
brother is the one
bro-
my,
brother is the one
who reads the fewest
who
books.
reads the fewest books.
Give me a sentence with the words the least in it. Give me a sentence with the words the least in it, please. In my family,
In
my
my
sister
family,
is the
my
one
sister is
who
the
eats
one
the least
who
bread.
eats the least bread.
Well, who eats the least food in your family? Who eats the least food in your family? My
My father
eats the least
is
food
the least.
in my
Is
family. One
my
more.
father is
My
my
father
father
eats
is the
the least
one.
food
Yeah, my father eats the
the,
least food
in
in
my
my family.
family. Very good. Who drinks the least coffee in your family? Who drinks the least coffee in your family?
My mother
Drinks the least coffee
drinks the least
in my
coffee in my
family.
family.
But of these three foods, bread, meat, and salt, do you eat salt the most? Of these three foods, bread, meat, and salt, do you eat salt the most? No.
No,
Of those three foods,
of those three
bread,
foods,
meat, and
bread,
salt, meat, and
meat,
salt.
salt,
One more.
bread, meat, and salt.
One more. No. Of those
No,
three
of
foods,
those three
bread,
foods,
meat,
bread,
and salt,
meat,
I
and
don't
salt.
eat salt the
I don't
most.
eat salt the
I eat
most.
it the least.
I eat it The least.
Very good. Of these three drinks, water, milk, and wine, do you drink wine the most? Of these three drinks, water, milk, and wine, do you drink wine the most? No. Of
No.
those three drinks,
Of those three drinks,
water, milk,
water,
and wine,
milk, and
I don't
wine,
drink wine
I
the
don't
most.
drink wine the
I
most.
drink it the
I
least.
drink it the least.
Very good. Next, repeat opposite.
Opposite.
Next to.
Next to.
Very good. Okay, listen. Opposite is an adjective. For example, I'm sitting opposite you. I can see another building opposite my building.
Mhm,
Next to is also an adjective. For example, the table is next to me.
mhm,
Nobody is sitting next to me. Okay, let's
mhm.
practice. Who's sitting opposite you? Who's sitting opposite you? You're sitting opposite me.
You
Okay,
are sitting opposite me.
very good. Who's sitting next to you? Who's sitting next to you? Nobody is sitting
Nobody is
next to
sitting
me.
next to me.
What can you see opposite your building? What can you see opposite your building? I can see
I can
another building
see another
opposite my
building
building.
opposite my building.
Very good. Okay, so now let's move on to reading.
Okay.
Very good. Okay, reading is at stage two, paragraph page 68. Last headword was
68.
language, European, Asian, Germany. Okay, start with the fourth question. Is Chinese a European language?
68.
68. Okay, and the
Ah,
head.
fourth. Okay.
Uh-huh.
It's Chinese, a European language? No, Chinese isn't a European language. It's an Asian language. Is Germany an Asian country? No, Germany isn't an Asian country. It's a European country. I have not. I haven't. You have not. You haven't. He has not. He hasn't. She has not. She hasn't. It has not. It hasn't. We have not. We haven't. You have not. You haven't. They have not. They haven't. Only. Okay,
Okay.
number 69.
69. What's the negative?
Okay. What's the negative of I have? The negative of I have is I have not. What's the contraction? What's the contraction of I have not? The contraction of I have not is I haven't. Have I got four arms? No, you haven't got four arms. You've only got two arms. Have you got two heads? No, I haven't got two heads. I've only got one head. Has he only got one hand? No, he hasn't only got one hand. He's got two hands. Has she got two noses? No, she hasn't got two noses. She's only got one nose. Have you only got one mouth? No, no, we haven't only got one mouth. We've got two mouths. You and the student.
Okay, next,
Have
have they got?
the have they got 8 ears? No, they haven't got 8 ears. They've only got 4 ears.
Hmm.
Does yeah.
Okay, next. The same as.
Next,
Page 69.
the 69. The same as, different from Japan. Are your shoes the same as my shoes? No, my shoes aren't the same as your shoes. They are different from your shoes. Ah,
Are the French?
ah,
Okay,
sorry.
no problem. 69.
It's not moving.
It's frozen.
Yeah.
Oh. So if that's the case, let's stop there. And we still got like a minute left. Let's continue new word.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, no problem. So let me just make a note. 70. Okay, very good. So let's continue our new work just to have the time. We still got 48 seconds. Okay, so repeat work,
Work,
rest, rest.
rest. Most,
Most people.
most people.
Very good. Listen, on Sunday we generally rest, but from Monday to Friday most people work. Okay, let's practice. Do most people rest from Monday to Friday? Do most people rest from Monday to Friday? No. Most people
No,
don't
Most
rest
people
from Monday to
don't
Friday.
rest from Monday to
They
Friday.
work.
They work.
Very good. Do you think? Okay, but we stop there for today. But very good
Okay.
reading, very good dictation, very good practice for today.